the Cincinnati Bengals in a game that not a lot of people saw. You saw it if you watched NFL Red Zone. Yeah. But in a game that not a lot of people saw, they went toe-to-toe with the Seahawks in Seattle. Are you buying what Zac Taylor, the rookie head coach, did there, or is this fool's gold?
Oh, man, Shaun, I don't know if I can buy it, Scott and Shaun, but I tell you what, I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing. Zac Taylor is a disciple of Sean McVay, and so you can see a little bit of what they did in Los Angeles with the Rams and Brandon Cooks. Let me show you a little bit of what they were doing. Just check out John Ross right here. So they're using John Ross kind of just like they use Brandon Cooks. Right here, they'll fake the sweep action to John Ross. Get some guys, not a lot of guys looking at him. So what does he do? Still finds them that matchup on the linebacker because they'll treat him like a running back. And once he get the ball in his hands, speed kills in this league. And this was a guy who we were saying last year was a bust.
It was a missing person.
Didn't make a lot of plays last year. And the thing that really has me just eye-popping when I think of this Bengals offense is just watch John Ross right here. He's not supposed to make this play. The safety's supposed to go up, knock this ball down. But John Ross shows you he wants this ball more than the next guy. And that's what you didn't see from this Bengals team. They didn't seem like they wanted to compete last year. Under Zac Taylor, they will be competitive, and they'll have a chance every week to win that game. But when you talk about where do they factor in the AFC North, it's just so many other talented teams. Obviously, the Steelers didn't play very well. The Browns didn't play very well. But I still think that this Bengals team has to go through those guys first. And so it's going to be a couple, they got a little ways to go. But this Bengals team is definitely revved up to be explosive.
Andy Dalton, over 400 yards passing, a career high in passing in Zac Taylor's first game.
He leads the league right now. And when you look at Andy Dalton and Lamar Jackson, the two quarterbacks that you didn't think from that division were going to be leading the league in week one. You thought it'd be Ben and Baker. Totally not so. And let's keep in mind, he did this without A.J. Green. That is the biggest surprise of all. If you would have told me Andy Dalton threw for 400 yards, I'd say, boy, A.J. went off. He had two bills. But no, he's not even out there. So I think when you look at what Zac Taylor was able to do, all right, he is reviving Andy Dalton's career. And when you look at the Bengals' offensive line, they're without their first-round pick, right? Jonah Williams, he's not out there. Andy Dalton put this offense on his shoulders. Joe Mixon exited the game with injury. So this was all on Andy Dalton and Zac Taylor, finding ways to create space against a very sound defense in Seattle.
The news on Joe Mixon seems to be good. X-rays were negative. That's good news. Not clear if he's going to miss any time or not, the starting running back for the Bengals.